Hey, everybody, it's Uncle Wayne with another episode of the Firefighters Chalkboard. We are still kicking on with the Fools Podcast Bash. We're out of February, we're into March, but we're still interviewing other chapters around, letting them have their time to tell everybody about them and all the cool stuff they got going on. Tonight, we have got the Damn Fools. I love saying that. I love the shirts. I love the logo. I'll just keep rolling on with it. So it's the Des Moines area Metro Fools is what it is. The Damn Fools. And believe it or not, they got the beaver in the logo. It's great. Check them out on Facebook. These guys are awesome. I'm going to turn the mic over to them, let them interview themselves, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so my name is Parker Caskey. I'm actually the current president of the Des Moines Area Metro Fools. I took over in 2021. Our chapter was started in 2018, and then COVID hit, and it kind of lost a lot of members. We were on the verge of kind of closing down, and a guy that I work with who stepped away from the e-board this year, him and I took it over, and we kind of helped build it back up to where we're at now. We've had 3 successful conferences since I've been here, bringing in big names: Andy Starnes, Scott Thompson, Clyde Gordon, all people that have never been to the Des Moines area. So that was something that we thought was, something very cool for us, especially with those big names, attract some heavy hitters. And then getting to network with those guys has been pretty great. I started in the fire service in 2016 with the same here in the Des Moines area since 2016. Switched to full time in 2018, and then promoted to engineer in 2021. So pretty young department where I'm at. So was lucky enough to get promoted pretty early. So I've been going at that pretty long now for 4 years. It'll be 5 years here shortly. So it's been fun.
All right.
Jeff Price. I'm the old man of the group. Just turned 49. Vice President of Fools this year. Been in the fire service in 2004 on various fire departments, career and volunteer. I started in the volunteer world and moved to career maybe 2014-ish maybe. They all the years start to run together after a while. But work with various roles: driver, acting officer. So try to do it all.
It all comes together and it all happens really quick, right, Jeff?
Absolutely.
These young guys don't understand. 30 years goes by really fast.
Absolutely, it does.
It's been 10 years for me, and I feel like it's gone in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So let's talk about your conference, because I mean, you were throwing out some pretty big names of guys that showed up with you being a really young chapter and helping you get your start and stuff. So is it still coming up? Is it already passed for this
Yep.
year?
We'll start. Yeah, we can start with the conference. So we have our pretty busy year planned out. Our conference has been in September for the last few years. It's set for September 25th and 26th of this year. In my hometown here in Ankeny, Iowa. It's 10 minutes north of Des Moines. Lectures all day on the 25th, and then we do 2 hot classes on the Saturday. This year we're still waiting for one more person to commit before we announce all the speakers. But we do, or the plan this year is a engine track and a truck track. So we'll have those 2 for hot classes. So yeah, right now I think that's kind of the biggest news on the conference. It's been pretty successful in the last few years. It's grown. I think last year we had 3 or 4 different states attend our conference. And that came from when I first took it over in 21. Our first conference was just a 1 day, and we were lucky enough we were able to grow it from there. So that's been pretty nice. Having that full day of lecture I think it allows for more brotherhood, because you get during those breaks you get to communicate with people that that are coming around. So having that full day of lecture just, gets you to go out and meet new people in your area and make those connections that you didn't think were around you until you attend something like that.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out on social media. Hopefully here in a couple weeks, we'll have the final class locked in, and we can start announcing our speakers in our classes.
Good deal.
We're pretty excited for that.
We'll definitely do what we can to help keep pushing it around to get the message out and stuff. And maybe we can get some guys from South Carolina to make the trek to.
We'll take it.
You're always welcome.
It's not
always welcome.
Not that cold in September yet, so it'll be okay. We might be able to make the trip.
Yeah. If you hit it right, it could be 100 degrees or it could be 30 degrees. But that's Iowa for you.
I can live with 30. When we start getting below that, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah. Yep. But kind of going off, this past weekend we were in Sergeant Bluffs, Iowa. It's over by Sioux City. It's about 3 hours from the metro. We were invited out there to teach ground ladders and vertical ventilation. So we did that last weekend. We have meetings every other month, the first Thursday of every other month. So our next meeting is April 2nd, and at those meetings we have 2 different trainings. There's a department here where they performed a ladder rescue where the firefighter did a ladder splice.
Sweet.
After going to a training, so he's going to come talk about that. And I think we're still waiting for the last guy to commit for that meeting as well. But usually it's just, a couple hours for our meetings. You come down, hang out, we do our little fool stuff, business stuff, and then we get right into the training. And the last few meetings have been a lot of good conversation coming out of the topic. So it's been fun. So we have our meetings this year, April, June, and then August, October, and then the year in December.
Okay.
And then we do another thing called open gyms or training days. Depends on what the topic is. The idea is that we just kind of provide firefighters the space to come and put work in. So it's not really super structured. We have a topic that we'll do. So like in May, we're going to be back in Sergeant Bluffs with the Pheasant County Fools. We're doing, the topic is flowing with the Fools. So we're going to do a lot of stuff with Elkhart Brass is going to be there. So we're going to do a lot of flowing that day. But basically what we do with these is you show up, if you're new to the fire service and you need a little more instruction, we'll have a kind of a station off to the side to get you a little more instruction. And then if you have experience and you just want to put in work, put in reps, we'll have that set up for you as well. We've been doing that for the last 2 years, and it's been extremely successful. Last year we did forcible entry, and that was a fun one. There should be a video out on our Facebook if you want to go see how that day went, but that was a fun one. But we're doing a bunch of those this year. So we got May 30th, we're going to be in Sergeant Bluffs again. We'll look hopefully in June, we'll be in Altoona. July 18th, we're going to be in Mason City, Iowa. August, we're doing hand lines again out in Dubuque, Iowa. So far east side of the state. And then we're going to do search in October in North Liberty, which is over by Iowa City, the University of Iowa. And then again, more handline stuff in November back out so back to the west side of the state. Some chapter I forgot to mention is we are Des Moines area metro, but we have members as far as Sioux City, Sergeant Bluffs. We have a member from Lincoln, Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, and then we reach out as far as Davenport, and then as far north as we have members from Mason City. So we kind of cover the whole state. There's another chapter in the state of Iowa. They do a lot more fundraising stuff, so we kind of join with them every now and again. And that's the Cedar Valley Fools. I don't know if you've spoke to them yet or not.
No, I hadn't.
But they do a lot of fundraiser stuff, so we'll join with them on fundraiser stuff, and then they let us do all the training stuff. So a lot of people come down from us or from them to come hang out and play with us at our training. So
I will say one thing that you brought up that really got my attention was that, like, when you're talking about having the guys from Elkhart there and you're going to be flowing with the pools. I love the ideas that you had for the newer guys. We're going to put you at a different station, and it's not to do anything bad. It's to get them the reps they need to get to practice so they can be good, so they're not waiting their turn for the season guys getting their reps in. It's doing what we should be doing in training and putting into extra work and giving the extra effort for the guys that truly want to be better. And
exactly.
And they're showing up, so that already tells you they want to get better at the craft. So why not? And I like your mentality of it. Why not put the extra work in? Let's put a separate station just so we can get the younger guys up to speed where they need to be, and let them get those lots of reps in so they get better instead of having to wait in line with the guys that are already seasoned. I really like that.
We got a lot of volunteers in the state, so some of their trainings aren't as in depth as maybe the career guys. So to have that extra station just to, maybe slow it down and kind of hit on certain points where you just kind of, the people that have a bunch of experience, you just let them loose. Here's what we've given you the space. We've reserved the training area. You go have fun, break stuff.
And you can see the light bulb going off in their head. The newer guys, you can see the light bulb going off, and then some of them actually can progress to going in with the more experienced guys because they got it so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
They go right over there and they have a blast, and then they can take that training back and become the seasoned person by doing it over and over and showing them, the people at their departments, what they learned.
Yeah, we were, like I mentioned, we were just in Sergeant Bluffs yesterday. We had a bunch of volunteers. I don't know if there was anybody in our class that was a career, but the amount of people that were like, I'm taking this straight back to my department, because they weren't shown certain things at their department. They're like, this is so much easier now. It makes so much more sense. So just provide that opportunity for them to come and learn. And we kind of incentivize it for the fools. We do charge a small fee for it, but it goes straight to the fools. If you're a member, it's free. Kind of incentivizes you to become a member.
Sure.
If you like it, it kind of incentivizes you, because usually we charge like $25. That's it. $25. Come. Basically, that'll cover like forcible entry. It covered our wood for the day.
And $25 to do a day worth of training. Man,
yeah,
sign me up.
Yeah, and our membership fee is $50. So if you go to 2 open gyms throughout the year, right there, you made your membership worth it.
Yeah.
So we've seen it's been very successful since we've started implementing that, especially with, like I said, with the amount of volunteers we have around here that don't get a lot of high quality trainings within their department, so they're looking elsewhere. So provide that space and that little extra learning that we can give them. It's been very successful for us.
And just like you were saying before, that's a really strong recruiting tool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think just from this last week, from yesterday, we gained 2 or 3 members just from the 50-ish people we interacted with yesterday.
That's awesome.
So just to, one, by going to other spots around the state, not just staying here in the metro, it gets our name out there a little further. So that's why you see like us going to the west side and the state and the east side, and then Mason City, which is north of the metro. We're trying to hit everything we can to try and not only provide, like, grow our name, but when I took over as president, the only goal I had with this organization was to make the fire service in Iowa better. So that's all I care about with this. I felt like there wasn't as much hands-on training or quality hands-on training in the state. So when I took it over, it's like, we got to do something about that. And to be able to bring it at such a low cost for those open gyms, it's crazy to see how successful it's been. But also, like, people leave so happy at the end of the day. because they just got to come do work for $25 for an entire day.
Yeah.
Just to have fun and do what they love. So it's very rewarding too at the same time.
I think for us too, bridging the state, bringing it together, because sometimes Council Bluffs may not talk to Davenport. Davenport doesn't know. You're getting the firefighters together from different parts of the state that don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you break that uncomfortability where you have a Ankeny guy talking to a Mason City guy that may not know each other. Now they're friends. Now you're part of the Fools movement, and now it just brings the state closer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And our training trustee for our membership is actually the training captain for Council Bluffs right now. So he's putting some really good stuff out there this year for us. So it's going to be a fun year.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Sounds great. I'm really, really interested. And
everything all the stuff we put on all gets announced on Facebook. So those people that like to watch social media for trainings, go out and look at that. What's that, Jeff? You would probably know what it is. The website that Colt K has.
FireTrainingDirectory.com.
Yep. So there's a guy from Iowa that started a website called FireTrainingDirectory.com. Basically, you submit information about your training to him, and he puts it out on his website. Does social media post about it. So we do. If you want to find us, we're usually on that as well.
okay.
So
this is training from all over the country. This is
it's not just us. It's everywhere. Yeah.
What'd you say his name was?
Cole Kleinwalter Rink. He's a Waukee guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from Waukee.
All right, I'll have to look him up.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was on the e-board for a while when I first took over, and then he started this, and it kind of took over his time a little bit. But yeah, he's doing something really good with this website.
Yeah.
It's
and like you say, it started in your Fools chapter per se. We're working with you guys and grown into something now where everybody in the country's has the chance to benefit from it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All you got to do is submit. Like, he's got a form on your website. You want your training on there, and submit it. He'll post it for you. He'll put it out there, and all that stuff. So it's really cool to see that what that's become too. So
cool deal. I like it. So the conference coming up in September. I know you said you're going to be posting it coming up pretty soon.
Yep.
You got an idea on class cost?
Usually we do for the full weekend, it's roughly $150.
Okay.
So it's pretty cheap. We do offer the lecture only. In the past, we've done $50 for just the lecture day. So you can come for the 2-day for $150 is what it's been in the past. We were waiting for the final speaker to figure out cost and all that stuff.
Sure.
But usually our big goal was to, again, coming back to the whole goal is to bring it, better trainings to the state of Iowa, better the fire service. The goal is always to try and keep the cost to the individual as low as possible.
Yeah.
So we're always going to do what we can to keep it under $200. So
still, I mean, if you're doing $50 for a full day of lecture, that's nothing. And then a whole day worth of hot training for $100. That's a bargain to get some hot training all day.
For the hot day, we bring a food truck out. We pay for your tuition, or you're getting that. Your payment covers that too. So
okay.
So it's not just the classes. We get food truck. We try and, like I said, the goal is to always try and keep it cheap because some people just can't afford some of these super expensive classes. So
I like that because everybody wants to train, but everybody doesn't always have the ability to afford to train, and you're taking that into consideration and trying to make it more economical.
Yeah, and our goal at the end, and I know when going back to the open gym concept thing, the goal is at some point that it will be free across the board.
Yeah,
we just want to build it big enough, and we need to start somewhere. But the goal is to get it free across the board
Well, it's
at
like
some
getting
point.
closer
So,
and closer every day. You guys are definitely doing some great work.
yeah, it's of with the e-board that we have now. I think this year is going to be might be our best year with hands-on training and all that stuff. So it's going to be a good year for us.
All right. And the conference coming up, you guys are going to have shirts, all that good stuff for sale and all there?
We do have our shirts. Yep. We did do a conference shirt in the past. I don't know if we're going to do that this year. We haven't talked about it, but we do have all of our swag and all of our apparel stuff on sale there. And then if you want something, we have challenge coin stickers. You can go to our website. It's thedamnfools.com, and you can order it from there, and I'll get it shipped out for you.
And guys, for people that are just listening on Spotify and can't see us or whatever, I'm telling you, I will own one of these challenge coins. Right the time we get done with this, I'm getting online. I'm going to go ahead and order one and get it on the way because they are amazing. I love this logo to death. That's the first thing I said to Jeff when we come on. I was like, yeah, I mean, the beaver is kick-ass. He really is. It looks awesome.
I'll go grab one quick. So,
but I love it. I love it. I really like the fact that you guys are using. Yeah, look at there. I mean, yeah, and it's actually cut out like the state. That is great.
Yeah. And then you got the international on the back.
There you go.
So it's a pretty cool coin.
Oh yeah. I know right where one's going to go. So guys, have you got anything else you want to share with everybody before we go to wrap this thing up? Or
Jeff, can you think of anything?
No, it's such an awesome organization to be a part of. I was lucky enough to get in very early. I left and came back. It's the best it's ever been. I love these guys. These are not just my brothers; these are my friends, and I can call on them for anything, fire related or not fire related, and we'll all be there for each other. And that's one of the things that I love about the Fools.
Absolutely. And it doesn't matter where you are anywhere across the country. I'll be the first one to back up 100% what you said. Everybody that kind of listens to me know I've become a grandpa at the end of January. I was on my way to Oklahoma to see my grandson, and I got stuck in Snowmageddon 2026. And I was stuck on the side of the interstate in Mississippi. And I'd put a post on Facebook about it. And it didn't take 10 minutes, and I had two guys from different Fools chapters in Mississippi hitting me up. Do we need to come to you? Are you okay? Whatever. I mean, those guys were already reaching out. I mean, the brotherhood is strong across the Fools by far. It doesn't matter if they're in your chapter or they're 6 states away. I mean, everybody help everybody.
Just the amount of relationships you're able to build with people by being a member of the Fools, it's crazy. I mean, the amount of times I can reach out to somebody like Scott Thompson, just because we brought him in with the Fools here, so I have his phone number, and just being able to reach out to him and be like, hey, this is what's happening. Yeah, so smart. So smart.
Everybody, the Des Moines area Metro Fools, the damn Fools. If you guys want to find them, they are on Facebook. You actually have to type out the Des Moines area Metro Fools for Facebook. Their website is The Damn Fools without the N.com. All their stuff's on there. If you want it, you can get it. I mean, they'll ship it out to you. Guys, thank you so much for coming on and us being able to have this conversation and let the country know what your chapter's doing, what it's about, and everything else. And bravo on all the hard work you guys are doing to try to make training good in your area.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. Guys, that's it for tonight. Until next time, stay safe, keep learning, and we'll see you when the next guys step up to the chalkboard.